yeah, you don't always agree with president, even though it's for your party. There's never people are never going to do exactly what you want all the time. So that's understandable. What was a major conflict or a major issue that you saw in the early 2000s? Looking past 9/11.
Race.
Race. Okay.
It's still ongoing.
Yeah.
The race. People they're saying there's not a race war in America, but there is a race war in America. Okay, if that's the case, look at all the shootings,
conflicts,
societal conflicts, killings because you're gay, killings because you're black, kill because you're white, kill because you look like you're Muslim. So there's a problem in America.
And how would you solve that issue?
Can't solve it. It'll never be solved.
Never.
Racism is instilled. Okay, you're not born knowing race until you're told what your race is. Then you're brought up in an environment. Racism is environmental. Okay, and until you can change that, it'll never happen in America. Not in my lifetime or your lifetime. It's going to always be some type of resentment based on skin tone.
So that being said, what would you say that an officer of the law or people that are supposed to be keeping peace, what could they do to implement more safety, even though it seems near impossible? Is there any way that you find a way to keep people safe?
Well, it still goes back on the hiring process, and if you look at what's going on in our criminal justice system now, we even get criminals get hired through the system. The system is not 100% full. So what we can do is try our best to hire the best possible, train them in cultural diversity, sensitivity training, customer service. These things need to be pushed to the forefront besides writing traffic tickets and things like that. Those are traffic tickets, even though it's a safety thing, it's more of a revenue generator. Now, training, customer service, how to talk to people, talk to someone, how to respect someone the way you want to respect that. We need to push that more, but it's not pushed as heavy. So that would be, it won't solve the issue, but it will definitely make an impact.
Okay. Is it true that police officers, their job is based upon how many tickets they give out and how much?
Not true.
Okay. Not at all.
No.
Okay.
Small towns, it happens, but it's not.
So you wouldn't say that they're pushed into
some agencies do, but that's not their role. It's not their main role. But some agencies heavily push citation because it's a revenue generator.
Yeah.
In other words, it helps offset costs of their salaries. So in smaller towns, I would say yes.
Okay. Do you wish you could have gained a higher role politically in the early 2000s?
I was a mayor in 2000, so I was happy running the city. So
What city was
in
that?
2000, I was a police chief too, so I was happy running the police department. Yes.
Balch Springs. Okay. And did you think that Bush, the son, was a good president? And in the early 2000s, you think he was a good president?
In the beginning, I did.
Okay.
When I gained my respect for him, and like I said, even though I'm Democrat, I have a lot of Republican friends. If you can see my wall, Democrats and Republicans behind me on the wall. 9/11 changed my opinion of Bush Jr.
Okay.
I call him the gunslinger.
Okay.
He walks like a gunslinger. He talks like a gunslinger. And when his comment was, no matter where you go, run or hide, we'll find you and we'll kill you. And I'm like, boy, he got balls now. I like this guy. And he soldiered up. So I liked it.
Now, on the record, do you think Bush did what needed to be done after 9/11?
To about most part, he did. I think when he went into Iraq, I think we went in there under bogus means, and he knew it. But hunting down and going over to Afghanistan and all those places to hunt down Osama bin Laden, yes, I agree with 100% on that. The Iraqi invasion, I believe in my heart, he knew there was bogus information, weapons of mass destruction. He knew they didn't happen.
Now, off the record, do you think Bush had anything to do with 9/11 and the conspiracy?
No, hell no. You know, a bunch of mess. No, Bush didn't have nothing to do with that, man.
We can edit that part out later. All right. later. What could we have done better to start out the decade? As a country.
Nothing really, because I mean, it is time changes things, and the politicians, you know, for his taxes and things like that, they lowered taxes, they gave breaks, they did the best they could do. So I don't think you could have done anything, create more jobs, but at the time the dollar was shaky, so what you could have done, you just had to run his course.
Do you feel that many others in your generation or your time period share the same belief about the time period that we're discussing?
A lot of them, actually, I talked to a lot of people, age bracket, yes.
And even some older or younger as well? Okay, and now given the chance, would you go back in time, and if you could, what would you change? Go back in time to the early 2000s and when all of this was starting.
If I can go back in time, the recession would have never happened. I would change the fact that we would have never signed the NAFTA agreement, sending a lot of jobs overseas, a lot of businesses. That's what I probably would have changed, because then I think the economy would have been much stronger when it would start collapsing.
Okay. All right, and what would be your favorite thing about the time period? What was part of the time that you felt like you were at your best, the country was at its best, that you enjoyed the most?
And like I said, when my business was running well, had opportunity, had money to do whatever I wanted to do with me and my family.
Tell me about your business real fast. What exactly was that?
The corporation was a security firm. We provided emergency management, boots on the ground, disasters. I was there, Rita, I got Hurricane Rita. I got there 2 days after Rita, when all the water was there, and dead bodies, all that stuff. So we got there actually about 2.5 days after. We got boots on the ground. I rode out with Rita in the DoubleTree Hotel in New Orleans. Not Rita, but I'm sorry, Katrina was the one I got there. Yeah, my bad. I just realized what I'm saying. Katrina, I got there 2.5 days after Katrina. Rode out Rita there at the DoubleTree Hotel, and then came back, and then when Ike hit Houston and Galveston, we put boots again on the ground down there. So I was what they call a sub 2 or tier 2 contractor with the government. So basically, we put security guards and off-duty police and just provide security details and things like that.
Sounds good. That's good. That really helped out. How did the turn of the 21st century impact the world?
I just think it became a more dangerous world.
More dangerous. And what events led that up to be more dangerous?
All the terrorist attacks, 9/11, Paris, just terrorist attacks all around the world, the depletion of the ozone, and global warming, which people try to say it on is obviously because the sea levels rise and we have more hurricane, more flooding, more natural disasters than we ever had in history. So I just think this century, man has pushed the world into a dangerous position, man-made as well as natural.
What do you have to do, or what do we have to do, do you think, to recover from that? How to fix that?
I don't think, for as the weaponries, I don't think you recover so many millions and millions and millions of weapons out there. Can't even get them back in. Once that horse out the gate is gone. Global warming, we can try to reverse that trend, but only God knows if that trend can be reversible. Because nature, man can't really truly control nature, and since he's let it out the gate, how do you get it back in? I don't think you can.
I have one specific question. This is a question that Ms. Terry actually wanted me to ask you, and it was, do you think that African Americans got what they wanted, or got what they hoped out of Obama being elected in his administration?
No.
No, and why?
I didn't get what I wanted, so
Okay.
so I'll just leave it like that. But I I think they thought they had the great savior of black people. I'll give you an analogy. Let's use box. You're always looking for the best white fighter out there to be the next great white hope, right?
Okay.
If you're into boxing, you know what it means, okay? Because it's predominantly dominated by African Americans. That's what that sport is predominantly dominated by. And after all these years since Rocky Marciano, there's never been any other really true great white fighters since Rocky Marciano.
I agree with that one.
Okay, so I think that's what the black people thought Obama was. They're Rocky Marciano.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I do.
And when he got there, all these great reparations and our 40 acres and a mule, they didn't get. But you got to still understand, just because he was a president, he was only one man, and he can't make the votes without Congress. Now, he got all these executive decisions that he's been doing and things like that. But if you lose that office, well, those executive decision goes away because he no longer holds those office, so his executive decisions don't necessarily have to hold. So it's not like he really truly changed law. It's just a temporary band-aid while he's there. So, no, didn't. I don't think everybody got what they thought they was going to get.
Do you think the next president, whoever it may be, will have a lot to clean up from Obama or a lot to build upon Obama?
I think it's going to go 50-50.
Okay.
Some to build on, some to clean up. And so it's going to be 50-50, I believe.
Specifically healthcare, where do you think that's going to be a build upon idea or tear down and rebuild?
Well, if Hillary Clinton wins, okay, I think it'll get improved because we're about 90% to universal health care. And there are some issues with the system that has to be adjusted and changed. Believe me, I know I lost my doctor of many years, and the one that caught my cancer. I no longer have these doctors because of Obamacare. So I wasn't happy. But in the long run, everybody got health care, majority of Americans do. So it's something to build on. You don't want to tear it down and start all over because it costs you more billions. Fix the issues with it. Of course, if the Republicans get in there, it goes away.
Yeah.
So if Trump gets in, it goes away. So
It's in Obama's own words. That was in one of the not the documentaries, but one of the videos during the Healthcare Act I was watching, and he specifically said that it would be so much easier for us to just continue building upon the healthcare and to completely destroy it because of how much money it's going to
it
cost.
costs more to destroy it.
Yeah, and how much it's going to be harder for people before it gets built back up again.
So you can just fix the 10% that's wrong with it. So that's the part of that. Of course, I think another fight that's going to come is gay marriages.
Okay.
If Republicans win, of course, I think that's going to be repealed. Okay, that will be that. Okay, you got to think about their goal. In other words, they're keeping Obama from filling one justice on the Supreme Court. One justice is not having to fill. Scalia, his position hadn't been filled yet. You notice Obama appointed someone, but the Republicans is not willing to sit down and dialogue with him or get him in. Reason being is they know if a Republican wins, that deciding vote on justice is going to be someone that's going to appeal something, everything. They're going to repeal the Obamacare Act. They're going to repeal same-sex marriages. They're going to repeal basically almost everything that was put into play through executive orders. So, just I guess you just strap yourself in and let's see what happens. That's pretty much what it is.
And my final question for you today. Are you looking forward to the 2020 generation and what America has for the future?
I'm praying for the future and the new generation. We got some intelligent young people out there. We truly do. And all of them are wearing saggy pants and committing crimes and smoking dope and thinking about just sex. I'm hoping those step up to the plate, those smart ones that truly wants to take over the country and create new opportunities for everybody. Those are the ones I'm betting on. Because the ones that stuck on the videos and fantasies of these videos and these movies, makes you want to pray.
Gotcha. All right. Thank you for your time today, Mr. Davis.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Okay.